Hello guys, for majority of us offering econometrics, we are asked to derive beta IV, so the instrumental variable for the beta. Now we're given this regression line, and then we have the covariance of the IV with the error term. So what we have to do is to make this error term subject so that we can substitute it into this covariance. To make that subject, all this we have to move and say therefore y minus your alpha minus your beta x equals to your error term. So this is equal to u, now we'll replace it. All right, so we'll now have the covariance of your IV. All right, then y minus your alpha minus your beta x, close your bracket, let's equate it to 0. All right, now the next thing we have to do is to distribute the covariance for each of these: the covariance of z to y, the covariance of z to alpha, the covariance of z to beta x. So we have the covariance of z comma then y. We now have minus the covariance of z comma alpha minus the covariance of z comma beta x, everything equal to 0. Is that okay? Now there is something unanimous you need to do here. All right, the first thing is that note that the covariance of the instrumental variable with a constant term is 0. All right, covariance of instrumental variable with a constant term is 0. While if you have a constant term and a variable, just the same we have it, this we have to come to multiply. So meaning you are going to have it as covariance of z comma y minus covariance of z comma alpha minus your beta. All right, then covariance, your beta covariance of z comma your x, all equal to 0. Now whatever we did here is part of the property. All right, then recall that this is what? 0. So you are left with covariance of z comma y, right, comma y. Then this is 0. You have minus beta covariance of z comma x equal to 0. So we have to move this to the other side. So we now have the covariance of z comma y equal to beta covariance of z comma x. All right, now what do? We are now going to divide both sides by this number here, because we are looking for the beta of the instrumental variable. So we divide both sides by covariance of the instrumental variable with x. So we now say divide both sides by covariance of z comma x. So we have covariance of z comma y divided by covariance of z comma x equals to beta covariance of z comma x all over covariance of z comma x. So this we cancel. All right, now if that cancels, we have left beta equals to, well, we can even refer to it as beta IV equals to covariance of z comma y over covariance of z comma x. And if you have to expand the covariance of z comma y, therefore you're going to have beta IV equals to covariance of z comma y is summation of z minus the mean of the z, which is the instrumental variable, multiplied by your y minus the mean of your y, then divide by summation of your z minus the mean your z multiplied by x minus the mean of your x. So this is the answer. Once you've gotten to this point, you don't have a problem. Is that okay? Bye.